Is it gonna be a happy Halloween? Or is it gonna be a delayed happy Halloween? Ain't that the question? What's up, guys? Of course, I go live as we have some movement on the chart. Welcome, everyone. It is good to have you here on potentially a very special night, no? We shall see if it delivers, yes or no. We just patiently observe the chart. There's not much to analyze compared to what I've done previously. I will just summarize what we have been looking for, and I will also shortly summarize why the probabilities are higher here that this is a corrective. I've already written that to silver earlier this afternoon, but here we are on stream. People are writing delay. I have no idea what you mean. So please elaborate. But welcome everyone to the live stream. It's mainly going to be chatting and Q&A with a little bit of analysis, of course. So, oh, I see. Yeah, I don't know. Delay. I'm thinking about the live stream. Like, yo, is there a delay? Oh, man, I was so focused on my super hype start that I had no idea what I was saying. I forgot. The moment I said it, I already forgot. Oh, well. Okay. Welcome, everyone. Once again, I gotta say, I do like the night live streams. It's like the morning update, the morning video is, of course, very serious to the point. The afternoon live stream is more focused on analysis in the beginning. And then, of course, we have chat and Q&A, but it's generally more serious. And then the evening, my evening, it's Central European time, it's 10 p.m. The evening live stream is like, it's more chill, you know, more relaxed, more like, you know, I have my cup of tea and already like spent some time with the wifey. We finished season 7 of Dexter tonight as well, moving into season 8. And yeah, good times. And I actually like the evening live stream, like chilling, relaxing, being online. I guess, like, you know, the plan is to be online for like 30 minutes, see whatever happens here, if we get close or not or whatever, you know. But by all means, I will explain from an Elliott wave point of view what the higher probability here is at the moment. And then we'll take it from there. No? So, Jeffrey, welcome. Sam, John, good to have you here. Alexandra, yo, Benoit, welcome. Dom. Dax, what's up? MX Nick, yo, welcome. Been a while indeed. Well, actually, not too long ago, you popped into a live stream as well. And between the previous time you wrote something in a live stream and the time before, that was a big gap. But yeah, I should chat on WhatsApp, man. So hopefully you're doing good. And yeah, I should absolutely chat in on WhatsApp. Of course, I now live in another country. But yeah, hopefully you're doing good. Thanks for popping in and dropping a message, man. Dawa, what's up? John, Andrei, welcome. U-Sport, Trend and Base channel. Oh, we'll see. Max Trades Crypto from Cape Town. How you doing? Welcome, man. Good to have you here. I know the option for WXY is probably low, but what's your thought on the current one? WXY, ABC, and go down. If this is a WXY, then you can only label this as an A for a flat B. So you need to take the high and then basically all-time high for a C down. You can only label this ABC if you want to create a bigger WXY. So that's the only way. your bearish scenario now is going to be a diagonal. Your bullish scenario, this is corrective, but the bearish scenario being the diagonal is too early to call. I know I'm gonna like this is basically the analysis that I'm gonna show you, but this is very quickly for Dow. Yeah, but I will show what I mean on the on the chart. Dexter is bad after season 5. We are really enjoying it. It's I don't know, like we got hooked and at the beginning, and it's great. We really enjoyed the series, and also season 7 was awesome. Hopefully season 8 as well, and we'll see. I think still one of the best series I watched was Spartacus. It's really cool. Really nice series. Andre, welcome. Blaster, how you doing? This is wave X or wave 2 of a diagonal. That's the bearish scenario indeed. Andre, Alessio Rastani, analyst on today's video with Robert Precht, Elliott Wave and specialist views on Bitcoin. Haven't seen it. Man, wouldn't that be something? Talking with Mr. Prechter himself about Elliott Waves. That would be like a dream, like that would be like a goal of like a personal goal that I would have, to have the opportunity to speak to Mr. Prechter, maybe even on a live stream or as a guest or record a video. Even better would be to meet him in real life. I'm not in touch with him, but I don't know if I probably, maybe I can, but we're not a very big channel. But he's a big inspiration, and if I would write him and he says, I got time, I have a few hours of time on this day to meet in real life, I will fly to him and meet him in real life. Make him sign my book and have a talk about Elliott Waves and analytical stuff, and maybe I can ask him some interesting questions from the community as well, from you guys, and record it, and like that would be so awesome. that would be really cool. Yeah, it feels so out of reach talking with Mr. Prechter. I use Elliott Waves. I love Elliott Wave International and his work. But that would be great. So just the fact, like the role he has played in the world of Elliott Waves, 8 a.m. Good morning, Liquid Mafia. Yeah, I know. Australia just waking up, no? Did I calculate it correct? Andrei, that is a very small target for a wave 5. So I think somewhere something went wrong. You want to... Yeah, I'll show it on the chart. So I'll get to the analysis. Husam, welcome. Madi, welcome. Dasek, Christian. Yes, what's up? Spoiler alert. Dejan, welcome. Corey, Spartacus, yeah, Blood and Sand. It was a shame the lead actor had to be replaced. Yeah, that it almost killed it. Like when the lead actor was replaced, it at the beginning didn't feel the same, but then you slowly get used to the new actor again. But that was a pity. Yeah, for sure. Okay. Short analysis here, right, guys, on the chart. So, of course, on the 1 hour time frame, still looking for this, just to show you, this is your impulse to the upside, right? So here we then have our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's blue. I want white. And you have to be aware of the potential of a 5 creating a fake out over here, trapping traders, and then a potential retracement. Now, depending on the volume here, we might look for continuation, but that is going to be reactive Elliott waves. At the moment, this is what we're looking for here, which is a 5-wave structure, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the moment one eventually would take out the high at some point, that is when we initially are looking for a 5. Depending on volume and structure, we might change to more bullish options. But we are definitely not there yet. So at the moment, your target for 5, just to answer the question in chat. First of all, you take a Fibonacci from the high of your 3 to the low of your 4. Of course, if we continue ranging, right? If we continue ranging here and price would drop again to the 382, you take the new low, right? But at the moment, over here from the high of your 3 to the current low that we have there on the chart, you toggle on the 1.236 and the 1.618. This is target number 1. Target number 2 is taking a 1-to-1 trend-based sub-extension from the start of 1, end of 1 to the current low here on the chart. Toggle on the 1-to-1, you will see it's below the wave 3, making it irrelevant because it's very rare for a wave 5 to not take the high of 3. And then finally, you can take a trend-based fib from the start of 1, end of 3, current low of your 4. And then you toggle on the 0.618. And the 382 is also a target for very extended wave 3s. But you can see it's in the middle of the blue fibs anyway. So this is your target area, 74.5 to 76.4. The resistance you see to the upside, damn, that's really, really old. This resistance, I think it's easily over a year ago that I put this resistance here on my chart, which was based on pulling fibs. So I'm actually, quite interested to see what happens. Interesting enough, you see a couple of red boxes. And this high, you can go back to my charts, my analysis while price is moving up. This high was made at one of my red boxes. So interesting, no? Interesting. So yeah, anyway, let's go to the lower time frame, 15-minute time frame, and explain why the probabilities are at the moment higher. This is corrective. Now, first of all, your most bearish scenario is a diagonal, right? So for the bears, what they want to see, if you want this to hold, is an impulsive structure to the downside, either 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, either a diagonal, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, correction, continuation, or a multi 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2 down. Now, we cannot count a 5-wave impulse in here at the moment. We cannot count a 1, 2, 1, 2 over here. And you can't also count 1, 2, because then you have to think about a flat structure, but this here is not a 5-wave structure as well. So you need to think about a diagonal, and this is then your wave 1. This is then your wave 2. You're then looking for still a wave 3, a wave 4, and a wave 5. Now, it only really makes sense to give the highest probabilities to a diagonal once you actually have pretty much a finished diagonal. You need to wait at least for a wave 4 to be in before seriously starting to consider diagonals. So as long as you don't have a wave 4, a diagonal does not have the highest probability. But it is your bearish scenario, so you got to pay attention to it. Your bullish scenario is corrective price action here locally. And what I quickly put 3 circles on my chart. This is number 1. That's number 2. That's number 3. Okay, so when price was, I don't know, when price was somewhere here, silver members will be able to know exactly when I made the post, but when price was somewhere here, I was analyzing the chart, and based on these 3 circles, the probabilities are at the moment higher. This is corrective, right? So we have this 3-wave structure up and a 3-wave move down. If we are very bearish, we want to see an impulse down, right? 1, 2, and then continuation down impulsively. However, this is a 3-wave structure, not a 5-wave structure. We miss a wave 4 and 5, right? So we cannot count an impulse down from here. Cool, then we go to the purple or the pink high. Now the pink high, if you want to end wave 2 here, if this is bearish, right, and you look for 1, 2, 3, in this case then 1, 2, 3. If this would be the end of your wave 2 and you need to count an impulse down, you would need to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But we never got a 4 and a 5, and price retraced too high for a wave 4, right? And then we have the blue circle. But if you take a fib from the blue circle and you toggle on the 886, then price hit the 886 with the move to the upside. And the 886 is a very rare target for a wave 2. So the moment price here moved up, a double 1-2 was already very unlikely, increasing the probabilities, as mentioned earlier, that this is corrective and not impulsive, which increases the probabilities for price to take out this high at some moment in time. Also fits nicely with looking for a wave 4. Now, does that mean that this is the end of the correction? No, it just means that the probabilities are higher that this structure is corrective. So the bias from an Elliott wave point of view is towards the upside, unless we get a finished diagonal, which is still going to take quite a lot of time. And even if you have a finished diagonal, you expect a deep retracement back into the range and only then another leg to the downside. So we have a lot of time still to, whoops, that was my bag. A lot of time still before we get to such conclusions, right? Until that moment, the probabilities are higher. We're looking for a corrective structure. Now, we did hit resistance here, right? We had the resistance on the chart for a long time. The target box, do I still have it? Yeah, so daily naked point of control at 73.5K, and at the lower end of the box over here, we had a daily at about 73.1K. Do I still have that one? I don't think so. No. Oh, here's the all-time high. Let's put that one on the chart here. So that is the resistance that we had on the chart. It is basically the last hurdle, the final hurdle, before, of course, price hits all-time high. Now, on CME, it did take the all-time high, but honestly, I cannot care less about CME. I don't use it. The crypto charts index and my Coinbase chart have not taken all-time high. So for me, there's no all-time high taken. And we are still remaining very patient for a present. So yeah. We hit support though. This is the daily naked point of control. Explained earlier, this was in the morning update and the previous live stream. First area of support, daily naked point of control, losing this area of support, and this range over here is next, together with this white box around 71K. And those are currently your probabilities. So we know the bearish scenario, which is a diagonal, but it's too early to call. We know the bullish scenario, which is corrective price action. Right? And as long as you don't have a diagonal, the probabilities are higher to take out that high. And then based on that bias, one can try to find interesting trades and setups in line with your plan, your strategy. Right? So yeah, very, very nice. And that's basically it, no? So yeah. Let's see, did we hit the golden pocket? Yes, we did. Golden pocket. Did we hit 7875? And a volume profile. It's not. Oh well, golden pocket, bit of resistance, and we'll see what forms. Now this is a news-heavy week. All right, so please be careful. I believe there was some news like this evening as well. I saw in gold that some people were talking about something happening in Germany. Wait, I can actually check the country list. Let me have a look here. Yo, chat, what was happening? I don't there was something going on with the news. But yeah, anyway, we have news tomorrow here, Thursday, the 31st November, and then the 5th, November 1. This is this week, of course. So on Thursday, on Friday, we still have some high impact news. So make sure you trade safe, as the volatility might increase. So company earning readings. Okay, yeah, there we go. So yeah, this is currently what we're looking for on a 1 hour time frame, and on the lower time frame, pretty much a confirmed three-wave structure here. So yeah, on a very low time frame, by the way, if we go to, let's say, a 5-minute time frame, you can see that we had, of course, the move up and then a long sideways structure and another move up. So far, of course, looks like a three-wave structure itself. If we measure the time of this structure, this is the high. Let's see, then I think it's very big. So this, if you would like to count this as an impulsive structure, 1, 2, and then you need another 1, 2 here, then this 2 is 4 times longer than your wave 1, which isn't too common. That starts to lower probabilities for 2s. So, but yeah, I don't really want to be involved in too much of the low time frame stuff. The general directional bias is very clear, and that's the one I have. And till proven otherwise, with a diagonal, probabilities are higher to take out the high. So, okay. Well, I have no idea when I started the analysis. I guess around like 14 minutes, 13 minutes. That's a very random guess. Happy Diwali. If I say that correct, I gotta be honest, I'm not actually familiar with Diwali. Looks like a New Year's Eve thing. But I'm so clueless sometimes. No? Okay, where were we? See if there was anything. I think what he is saying is Lambos for everyone. Exactly. In case you read comments in like an hour again. What's up, Odin? How are you doing? Yeah, I know. Yeah, we checked it. Maybe a Band-Aid. Welcome, Mark. What's up, guys? Thanks for being here. I'm kind of sick of history, actually, which is still was pretty good though. Oh, I see. Yeah, okay, yeah. I'm not so deep into history. But I thought the series, was a great storyline. Legendario, welcome. Jared, what's up? What's up? Are you Kunz? I'm AI. Was all Lidmark. Punit, what's up? Rodney, welcome. Indian collar throwing. Very nice. Just saying hi from the sidelines. Mr. Brownbug, welcome. Welcome, man. Danny. What's up? Oh, wait, I forgot to pin my post. There we go. I don't know. The analysis started somewhere in the beginning of the stream. By the way, I don't even know. Sam, welcome. I just remembered. I'm not sure if I said hi at the beginning. Does Bitcoin touch 70K? Those are like questions you can't answer. Does it touch a certain level? Will it hit this or that before this or that? So is there an opportunity to hit 70? Yes. Do we have some support here? Yeah, we have the box here around 71. Currently, this is a three-wave structure to the downside here. Probabilities are higher. This is corrective. Of course, if this would be bullish, it needs to be 1, 2, 1, 2. So it's definitely an opportunity to have a bigger corrective structure. Now, if you start with a zigzag, however, in a bigger corrective structure, you have quite a lot of options. So you can have a double zigzag WXY, which gets you to 70. You can have a flat A, B, C, and then come back again to reach. So you first reach the highs and then go back, hit 70, and then go back up, and then later, of course, back down again. You have, of course, triangles, but it's way too early to talk about triangles. Doesn't make sense. Of course, sideways, double zigzag. So yeah, there's of course scenarios that lead to possibly 70. Is also still in the common target area, right? 70K, 71K, honestly 71 is in confluence with the white box here and the 382 for a target for a wave 4. Lowest target is 70.1. So, of course, there is that opportunity, but one can never guarantee it, right? I mean, if I could guarantee price goes down to 70, then, if I could guarantee price movement, that would be very nice. Now, I understand that it almost looks like on the channel here we can guarantee price movement because of the accuracy of Elliott waves, right? But Elliott waves is, of course, a strategy based on the theory of Mr. Elliott that we happen to apply very accurately, and it helps us in our trading and the probabilities. So the probabilities is what gives us a directional bias, and then either based on Elliott waves or, of course, your own plan, your own strategy, which I recommend, you can try and look for positions in confluence with your bias. Yeah. What news do you have? Wait, Thunderin said something about it. No, company earning readings, magnificent 7 earnings, says Odin. So there was something going on in Europe. Would have been nice to see the all-time high on your live. Yeah, I know, right? Well, there's still another day, another few days. I imagine it happens on Halloween. Hey, that would be cool. Dow having fun in Discord. Nice. Christian, welcome. Good to have you here, Mr. Yepes. Welcome. Good to have you, Odin, out here with the room references. At least my brain read that as it. Howling Moon Boy. Andre, where would you place the trend fib time to compare wave 4 with 2 on the 15? Wait, on a 15-minute time frame? Are you talking about wave 2 down here compared to wave 4? Or locally? Because locally here, there's no wave 4 at the moment, as we cannot count this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, unless again it's a diagonal. But you would need to have a You need more information. We cannot count it like this at the moment. So it's either a double 1, 2 or it's corrective. So I wouldn't compare fours with twos here, unless you talk about on the 15 comparing here with here. And in that case, I actually prefer using the 1 hour, zooming out a little bit. Now you take a fib time from the low. Let me just put this on here. So you take a fib time, right? Fib time, trend-based fib time from the low here of your 1 to the, oh, sorry, what am I doing? Not your 1. I'm also getting sleepy. From the start of your 2 to the end of your 2. Now, I haven't counted this in a lot of detail because it doesn't really matter for the move up. But you can take any of these lows. What I do prefer to count low here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and just count this as like a 5-wave structure here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I would be inclined to take this low, third click on the high, toggle on the 1-to-1, and the low is made after the 1-to-1. Another thing you can use, of course, is the trend channel, which is important in Elliott waves, taken from the high of 1 to the high of 3 to the end of your wave 2 range, right? You can also take this low if you want to. But you can see the lower trend line has been broken, which increases the probabilities that you're looking for a wave 4 and still a wave 5. And if you want to know more about channels, I probably have to put this video in my end screen for a short while so people know it exists. But wow, almost 1,000 views. That's insane. So make sure to check out this video. This is a video how to channel the correct way. Right here you can see the title in its completion besides the thumbnail. And in this video, I explain how to use channels using correct pivots, which gives results that you can expect. So many people use channels, but they tend to use random pivots, and random pivots is going to give you random results. By knowing what pivots to use with a little bit of Elliott wave knowledge of an impulse, you will significantly increase your understanding of price action, price movement, and it will reflect in your portfolio as well, as you will have a much easier time to follow a trending structure and trade accordingly using channels. So it's incredible beneficial. It has helped me a lot in my trading as well. It's a very simple tool, no? Channels, I mean channels in general. So, but simple, quote unquote, because simple comes with of course, a little bit of Elliott wave knowledge recommended. But it's the easy part of Elliott waves. It's the impulse. Dawa. Oh, nice. I'm Moonboy First Class. Yes. Alessio Sane did an interview with Bob Proctor one day ago. Yeah, I heard just now at the beginning of the live stream someone mentioned it. I haven't seen it because I don't follow any other analysts. So usually, thanks to you, I figure out what's actually happening around me on social media because I don't follow anything else, crypto channels related, Elliott wave related. So I should check it out. And yeah, I mean, how cool is that, right? Like being able to speak with Bob Proctor. At the beginning, I said like that would be like a goal, like more of a personal goal, to be able to speak to Mr. Proctor and, you know, talk Elliott waves with the guy would be insane. And maybe even meet him in real life if he would have time in his agenda. That would be like an honor. I'm not in touch with him. I've never reached out. Of course, I know him, quote unquote, know him, like you guys know him, I suppose. But yeah, it would be awesome to have the opportunity to meet with him. So, of course, we're still a small channel, right? I mean, 14,000. I mean, look, for me, it's big, but in the world of YouTube with crypto channels, it's still small. So I don't know how inclined he would be to meet or spend some time online out of his day. But hey, if you never ask, you'll never know. I would also be inclined to just visit him and be like, hey, if you have a couple of hours on a certain day and I'm able to meet you and talk Elliott waves, maybe ask some questions, record it for you guys as well. Ask some questions that you have to him. I mean, I would of course be sick. It would be really cool. Yeah, for sure. A bearish diagonal would be my dream. Yeah, so I mean, a bearish diagonal, like realistically, how long will it take for if one would look for a bearish diagonal? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? From a time perspective, if this would be your high, your wave 2 is then quite short, but let us say that you need a 3-wave move down here. I mean, let's just put like put it on the 1-to-1 here. Okay, so I do want a little bit of flexibility. No, okay, we just use the 1-to-1s, and then oh no, wait. Let's say wave 3 is going to be a little bit shorter in time. A little bit short. Oh, yeah, wave 3 is going to be a little bit shorter, but then the 1-to-1 doesn't make sense. Yeah, wave 2 is very short in time. Okay, 1 second here. We're gonna do an estimation. Let's see. Let's see if your wave 3 ends here. Hit the point of control and then go back down again. What are we talking about in time? Okay, yeah, this 4 is a bit bigger. Let's make it at least a little bit longer. Let's say that your wave 4 takes a little bit longer than your wave 2 in time. Wave 2 is quite short, and then that would be that would be Friday at 2 p.m. Wouldn't that be interesting? Imagine on Friday, 2 p.m. when the news hits, you finish your diagonal, news hits, very quick zigzag, and then pook. Yeah. Do you have in mind to Fourier cycle theory? Yeah, I heard about it. I look forward to the one time in the future where the Fourier cycle theory is actually not followed. Do you have in mind to make a live or a video you maybe can do in gold to share more information about the channel? If it's going to be bullish or bearish, you couldn't share in the video. I replied to your comment, you sport, so it's now below the video. Right? I forgot exactly what your question was, but I'm pretty sure I answered it. Of course, not in a video. So, of course, we could consider that in the future. But it has to... So, the question he asked, now I remember, was if you have an impulse, right? 1 second, I have to do this. And you have your base channel. I have it's a little bit of a shallow too, but let's imagine it's a little bit deeper, right? And imagine you have your 3 and then your 4 comes back and hits the lower trend line. Right? How do you know if you're still bullish or bearish, or you break the lower trend line? Well, you will know based on the structure to the downside, right? So if you have your impulse again, this structure will know, like we will know, is this corrective or impulsive? If this is impulsive, right, lower prices can be expected. If it's corrective, we're looking for price to come up later, right? That's the most important one. Second, you can look at volume. As price moves down, is volume increasing or is it decreasing, right? You can compare time as well. So how long is this move to the downside taken? How fast is it dropping? Which has to do with, of course, impulse versus corrective. Is this move to the downside channeling, right? Is it stuck in a channel? Higher probability is corrective. Is it breaking out of a base channel? You got to think about a impulsive structure to the downside. So, of course, it then comes down to the structure, but that's basically the answer I gave in the YouTube comments. It's the structure. Yes, Mr. Brownbug. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Big day on Friday. Yeah. 200 years impulsive structure, which is coming to an end now. Very interesting video, but not a lot about Elliott waves. Okay. Is it okay? But he is talking about a 200-year impulsive structure, which is coming to an end. A 200-year impulsive structure. Yo, our generation is doomed. Oh, well, I guess the newer generation. They're going to have if it's a 200-year impulse, they're going to have a 200 to 600-year corrective structure. Yeah, world goes to shit. Yo. Jeez. Yeah, not if you are short. Yeah, exactly. If we could consider a bigger wave 2 after this potential wave 5 is finished, from where should I have a fib for counting the retracement? From 59k low up to where wave 5 will finish? Yes. Just don't, no. From higher, from this low, man. 65. Sorry, I said yes because I was, so not this low. This one. That's your first one. Right? This. From this, and in particular, this low here, to wherever the high of your 5 is finishing. And then you get the retracement. Yeah. This one. The reason why I do not count this now anymore as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it was never primary, but I had it as an option for a very short time, is because of the volume. Volume here at the moment has been higher than here, which is very uncommon for a wave 5. So therefore the probabilities are lower. It is a wave 5. Would be nice if you could control his analysis. I mean, if Mr. Break hits you, does he initiate the first wave? Well, the first handshake, I guess. Would be nice if you could control his analysis. I mean, in general, like meeting such an important figure and what he has meant for the space in general. I mean, of course, it would be awesome. No, like I use Elliott waves in my trading, and I that's also interesting. I never know who's watching. Now, I do not expect, I don't expect anyone from Elliott Wave International to follow my content. But then again, I don't know who's on the other side of my webcam, right? I have met people through the channel, or got in touch with people through the channel, which, you know, like I wouldn't have been in touch with you guys without. And some viewers that are not engaging, you know, they can do anything. They can be or have any role in they can have a certain job, a certain entrepreneurial endeavor. They might be an investment banker, like whatever, right? Maybe there's people watching from Elliott Wave International. I don't expect Prechter to watch, but it would be awesome to meet someone like that, you know, that has meant so much for Elliott Waves, because I use the methodology, no, of Mr. Elliott, and then the book, of course, by Prechter. So yeah, you never know who's on the other side. I recently got a message from a friend of my wife. She's called Emily. She lives in London, and she has a boyfriend called Sean. Sean, if you're watching, thanks for supporting the channel, and hopefully Emily is not getting crazy hearing me through the house. But I had no idea that Sean was watching my videos, right? And this is very close. Like it's one of the, if not the best friend of my wife. And then the boyfriend, we don't see each other often because of living in different countries. And then the boyfriend watches my content. So yeah, you never know who's on the other side. Yeah, and that's the same for you guys. Like, if you're in the community, you meet people, you become friends with people. You wouldn't have known. So, would be cool though if people from Elliott Wave International would watch my videos and would be like, "Yeah, this guy, yeah, interesting." That would be a big compliment, you know. I wouldn't mind working with Elliott Wave International, actually. I don't know in like what kind, not as a job, because I'm not that, I've never had a job except for high school. In high school, I had like jobs, you know. I've pretty much been an entrepreneur from the get-go. So I wouldn't know what or how, but it would be pretty cool. Would be awesome. Koenztrading is in confluence with Prechter T on Bitcoin. Makes sense. 600 years of doom after World War III with nukes. Wait. Odin. Yeah, imagine. A Borg fan. Enjoy the stream, Jesse. Why you time your live show so I always come late to the party? Hey, Jan. I have an idea. I have a solution for you. Actually two, but one is better than the other. Thanks for being here, Jan. The first solution is to, if you subscribe, click the notification bell. The problem is that YouTube does not always send out notifications to subscribers, which is a bummer. But therefore, because of that, actually, we have a solution. This is Douwe, by the way. We have a solution here in Discord. Link is in the description. If you go to Reaction Roles, this channel here, and you click on this purple dot, right? You get the team role in Discord. And whenever I post new content or I go live on YouTube, in the Koens content channel, I always tag the team. So you will always get a Discord notification if your Discord notifications are on your system that you're using, right? And this notification will always be there, right? So I always tag the team. Every post I make. Except this one because I forgot to share this live stream in Discord. So, but team. It's always team. So if you want to see the analysis at the moment I post it, and you don't trust YouTube with the notifications, it does, of course, it does work sometimes, but not every time. Then just use the Discord notification feature. Watching your live while doing exercises from the Philippines, Sam. That's beautiful, man. Beautiful environment, the Philippines. I have a buddy that's living there. But enjoy your exercises. It's probably quite warm, no? Sweating, Nice that you're doing exercises in the gym or outdoors or whatever, and watching the stream, or at least listening to the stream at the same time. You should change the name of that role. Scammers will take the advantage of the @team role naming. Yeah, but the @team role doesn't do anything. So I only tag @team. And because they try to, of course, look like me, I don't have the team role. Yeah. And every week we post a message in Scammer Alert as well. So we continuously post something here. Jeroen. At least the goal is every week. There we go. Ta-da. So yeah, I've not seen a scammer yet that has the @team tag. Also, they cannot have the Koens team tag. Koens team and Koens mod are privately given. Of course, they try to, but they I don't know how they do it, but it's like clearly fake. So yeah. Mark, do you collect stats? If yes, what kind of stats? Yes, I do. I have one Excel sheet with like just simple statistics in case I don't like. So I use two Excel sheets. One is more like, I guess, a journaling statistics kind of Excel sheet, and the other one is a lot of data and statistics. So if I'm happy with my trading and with the strategy, I use the simple version because I don't want to put a lot of time in tracking statistics, right? Because it takes a lot of time. And in the simple Excel sheet, I just have the date, I have the asset, but my asset is always Bitcoin, but I still have a row in my sheet with asset anyway. Then I have long or short, right? Then I have, if it is a win, a loss, or break even, then I have the risk to reward, or the RR, right? How much R did I gain? How much R did I lose? So, for example, 3R is that I made 3 times what my stop loss was. Now, I always risk 1%, so it's basically 3% gain. But I use R instead of preferably percentage or dollars. And after that, I then have a row where I have, it's my psychology column, where I have a menu where I can select if I had any psychological, like trading psychology issues, yes or no, then I can select it. Then I have a notes column, and then I have my link column. So I can post a screenshot of my setup and I put it there. And then and I have then the rows, right? So up. And then I have in that same Excel sheet, my simple Excel sheet, I also then have the monthly basically performance. And then I have the very elaborate Excel sheet, which has so much data, I will not be able to do it out of my head. But if I'm in a position where I'm like, yeah, I think I want to improve my strategy or change the strategy, and I'm interested in tracking statistics, or if I'm looking to build a new strategy, that is when I might go to that Excel sheet. But that is very, very much in detail. So I track FIB time related stuff, FIB related stuff. I can track CVD related stuff, other tools that are in there. I can track sessions, New York session, London session, Asian session, days. How long did a trade play out? How much RR did the maximum, or how much RR would the trade have, because you're tracking data? If you would have entered this position, what's the maximum RR? What is the average RR based on the, all the statistics and la-di-la. So that's a lot more in detail than the simple sheet. And most of the time I use the simple sheet because I got my style, got my stuff sorted. So yeah. I'm starting to catch the lies while working, hoping to stop working soon with Elliott Wave working on my brain. That's a nice goal to have, V. I wish you luck. That's a great goal to have. Elliott Waves will hopefully help you nicely in your journey. Right. And actually in the beginning, if you're in the beginning stage of trading, it's a very good idea to have another form of income. So you don't feel the pressure, psychology, of trading. Because the psychology is what's gonna mess you up. FOMO, revenge trading, feeling the need to make money because you don't have an income anymore, you need to pay for your house or whatever. So it helps to, first you have your job or you're an entrepreneur, and then later you work on a trading plan and create something while still working. Then you start trading while still working, and once you can prove to yourself okay, it's working, then you can slow down your job or eventually quit. I added you as a friend on DS. Oh yeah, I tend to. I'm not I tend to not accept or send friend requests, and the reason I don't is because scammers do. So yeah. But just guys, it's very simple. Just follow these steps in the scammer channel, and you're not going to be bothered afterwards. So here's the pictures, here's some of the steps. Just turn DMs off and everything, and you will not receive any of those messages again. It's a industry problem. And I'm a small channel, right? We're 14K. I mean, small for me, 14K is ridiculous, but it's small in the bigger context of crypto. If you go to channels that are bigger, I mean, there's so much scam with, the bigger the channel, the more shit. So yeah, just be safe out there. Yes, exactly. Maybe Bennett. Are you half Filipino? Not me, at least. I am 50% half Dutch and half French. half human and half AI. I guess it's time to work in McDonald's. Anything works in the beginning, no? With my future neighbor Odin. Exactly. And then in in the few years you live there, like the 3 years you live there, you can make it big. We live in a simulation. I have a general question about CVDs. Is the CVD already there when the red X is on the chart? When there's a red X on the chart, then it has been invalidated. If there is a green check on the chart, it has played out. And when you see the dotted line with a question mark, then you still need to wait. Wait 1 second. Where did I write that? Here you go. Right. So check, played out, X invalidated, question mark is basically it's still ongoing. Right. So it's either a red dotted line or it is a green dotted line, so a bearish CVD or bullish CVD, but there's no outcome yet. It's only there is a CVD. We gonna live large in Franschhoek. Mark. Franschhoek is nice. I can see Odin and Douwe doing the Franschhoek wine tram. Yeah. We are working, this being work, Is it better to use Fibonacci in logarithmic or linear? That depends on the time frame and the movement of price. So generally, on the lower time frames, you can use the linear chart. And therefore, you also use the linear chart Fibonacci. On a logarithmic scale, which is used on charts where price has pumped hundreds of percent and you are analyzing that part of the chart where you have moved hundreds of percent, right? You want to correct for that percentage difference. So you use the logarithmic chart and then you also put the fibs on logarithmic. Yes. Now, I can give you a shortcut because it's a pain in the ass to constantly change the fib every time you go to high time frame, low time frame, log scale, not like linear scale. You constantly have to tap it on, off, on, off. However, what you can do is at all times, right, just save your templates with this tacked on, right? Because when you are on linear scale, it's automatically turned off. When I go to log scale, then you can see it's turned on. So that's nice. Like, and besides this, by the way, on a lower time frame, when price has not pumped hundreds of percent, even if it would be a log fib on a linear chart, it really doesn't matter. It's like a few dollars difference maybe. So all my fibs all have it checked on at all times. So I don't have to toggle on and off. It's just a waste of time. No. Yeah, or it's the same as on Bitcoin, like charts that or Doge or Sheep Inu or all the log charts. Versin, welcome. Cheese, how are you doing, Cheese? Welcome. Kurt with Mustang. By the way, I didn't actually read your name up here. I immediately went to the question, but Mustang, fun cars, American muscle. Okay, guys, been online for like an hour, and it's time to go to bed. So we'll see what's up. Versin, by the way, goedenavond. Bedtijd voor ons allemaal. So we'll see where price is tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning is another update, which is going to be a normal video. But it's time for me to head to bed. Have a good night of sleep. My watch tells me that I need more sleep because my HRV was not good. Lol. Your lower than usual HRV may indicate the need for more recovery. If you feel fatigue, take some time to rest. And I don't really necessarily feel fatigue, but that's also because I get energy and hype from streaming. So my body battery is at 5. Lol. I don't feel like 5 out of 100, but yeah. AI talk, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, I don't like. It makes me doubt. Like, I feel completely fine. I don't know. Like, and I don't know how accurate these type of things are, but I like the data. It's interesting. I love seeing like heart rate, heart data. I used to be a medical student to study to become a doctor. I'm very interested in the human body, which also means my own. So it's interesting. But okay, anyway, thanks everyone for being here. Appreciate you guys hanging out. We analyzed the chart. I'll put the timestamps in the content as well. Tomorrow morning, new video. Let's see where price is in the morning, and then somewhere in the morning, you expect an update. And then tomorrow afternoon, we are going to be live again, and there's going to be some news. So it should be interesting. Let's see what happens. By the way, tomorrow afternoon or tomorrow evening, I'm not sure if I can upload a video. I might be or go live, but my brother arrives from the Netherlands. He's gonna, and his girlfriend, they are staying over for 4 days because we're gonna do a half marathon on Sunday. And they're visiting us for the first time in France after I moved from the Netherlands to France. So the content will be a bit more difficult. Now, of course, on Friday, I will make sure to be live when the news hits. So I'll just do the activities with them around that news. At least that's my plan. Saturday, Sunday, during the weekend, my streaming and content agenda is always random, right? So usually nothing much happening for me content-wise in the weekend, except for Sunday's altcoin stream, but not this Sunday because we're running. And on Monday night, I think they leave again. So I'll rather post about it. So thanks everyone. Appreciate all of you hanging out. Thanks for being here, and we will see each other tomorrow again. Have a good night, and for the people in Australia, Asia, have. Wait. Okay, Sean. I know who you are. Wait. Yeah, of course I have it with me, but it's too warm in the south of France to wear my jacket. So ik heb afkikverschijnselen. I'm trying to cope with, not wearing this all the time. This is my favorite jacket. My favorite jacket. Yo, Sean, I was talking about you earlier, man. Guys, earlier in the stream, I was talking about one of the best friends of my wife, Emily, right? And then the boyfriend of Emily, being Sean, there he is, watching the content. And that I recently heard from my wife, as she was talking to Emily, that he was watching the content as well. And that's why we were talking about, like, I never know who's watching on the other side of my webcam, but, it can be a small world sometimes. But of course, I have it with me. And this is like, I guess, like more like an internal joke in the friend group and family. And, I always wear this stuff. So, thanks for popping in, Sean. Give my and also Ashley's greetings to Emily as well. Maybe she is watching, who knows. But have a good time and take care of Emily for us. And make sure to not always blast my voice through the house. She might get tired of it. But I hope you guys are fine. So she has lots of love. Cheers, guys. Time to go to bed. Sean, thanks for popping in. Appreciate it, and enjoy the evening with Emily. And I'll make sure, I'll see you next time. And if you have any questions, just send me a message. Right, send me a message. Cheers. Thanks for popping in, everyone. Thanks for being here. I'll put the timestamp in when the analysis started just now at the beginning of the stream. And I'm going to see you tomorrow afternoon, another live stream, tomorrow morning, another video. And Sean, have a good time. Stay in touch, man. Cheers.